Shalom to you, my friend. Today is the third Sunday of Advent, and the Gospel has a pivotal message in which John the Baptist from prison questions if Jesus is truly the awaited Messiah. And Jesus responds by pointing to his restorative works, then affirms John's unique role as the messenger who prepared the way. Here are some key points to be reflected. First is about John's question. Even the forerunner of the Messiah, John the Baptist, who called Jesus as the Lamb of God, experienced doubt and spiritual darkness in prison, questioning if Jesus is truly the one who is to come or if they should await another. Let's reflect on Jesus' answer. Jesus directs John's disciples to report back the very things they are witnessing, miraculous healings, and the proclamation of the gospel, echoing Isaiah's prophecies about the Messiah's work. The highlight of the gospel is when Jesus pronounces a blessing on anyone who doesn't stumble or is not offended by him, acknowledging the difficulty and paradoxical nature of his ministry, especially in contrast to the expectation of a conquering king. Further, the Gospel narrates about Jesus' testimony to John. Jesus speaks to the crowds about John, calling him more than a prophet, a messenger preparing the way, a servant, but emphasizing that the least in God's kingdom is greater than John, highlighting the new reality of the kingdom. Today's gospel speaks about doubt and faith. It normalizes doubt, showing that even great figures like John the Baptist struggles with faith and calls for deeper trust in God's timing and ways rather than human expectations. The gospel reveals that the kingdom isn't a sudden political overthrow but a gradual breaking in through Jesus' signs and teachings, challenging people to see God's work in the midst of the unexpected, the incapable, and worldly sufferings. This passage is a test for everyone, including John the Baptist, about whether they will find Jesus' seemingly humble, suffering path to be the true path of the Messiah, rather than rejecting him in disappointment.